You're live, Jay.
See, you get me with that every time. Yo.
He said it once. That's why I looked over at you like, okay.
Yo, what's going on? What's going on? How y'all doing today? My name is Jay Myers. Welcome to the Organized Chaos Podcast. This is episode 3. I'm technically going to call it episode 1 because it's been a nice little hiatus. And as you can see, I got 2 of my partners with me. You can see right here beside me, my partner in crime, the yin and yang. Trying to think, you got about 4 different nicknames. Y'all know him. It's Nick Prigg. If you want to give his government out, a.k.a. Loyal, a.k.a. No Comment.
No comment.
A.k.a. Uncle Grandpa.
And I was waiting for... yeah, that voice you just heard right there, that's Black. He's the man who runs the studio, runs TK Studios, also part of the Black Opinionated podcast. And the lovely lady you see sitting right there in the corner on Skype because she's scared to actually come out of her state right now. That is my girl Chantel, a.k.a. Boss Lady, a.k.a. she'll probably fuck me up because I'm going to probably run my mouth a little bit too much. So, again, welcome to the Organized Chaos Podcast. As you can see, I got a drink in my hand, which is normally how I do, so I can keep myself... I won't say motivated, but, that liquid courage, because sometimes, you don't want to say what you need to say, and 90% of the time I still say what I have to.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, so for those of you, because I know I just started doing the whole social media thing and putting it out there. Basically, Organized Chaos, this podcast is literally going to be about whatever comes to my head. Like I was saying on the one you saw before, like we talked about, mental health for Black people and, just my experience with therapy and things like that. The episode before, which is a straight audio episode, which I'm not pretty sure a lot of people didn't hear. I talked to a friend of mine from Harrisburg who has a nonprofit organization that actually helps youth. They have a garden in Harrisburg where they're actually trying to build, they're trying to grow, and teach kids, basically, how to be self-sufficient in things. Okay. They support the arts. They have a whole thing. I actually bought I didn't buy it. I was going to buy, and if you're listening, I'm sorry, I didn't have the money at the time. But they had one of the kids that actually painted this mural of Ray Lewis.
Okay.
And what they do is they have the kids, they basically, they sell, they paint it themselves and then they sell it. So that was that was 1 and 2. So literally the Organized Chaos Podcast is going to be all over the place. It's going to be whatever I feel like talking about. I'm going to have random people on here with me. And literally I might have somebody who does music on here and we going to talk about sports just because I feel like I'd rather have the other side of what somebody says or how somebody feels about things. So tonight, we're going to talk about conspiracy theories. The classic ones, we're going to talk about the ones that are current and just, whatever, like just the things that, certain things that people just, they want to believe, but they shouldn't believe. I don't know. And discuss why they believe it. The inspiration for this was literally, remember I was telling you about it. Saturday, I got bored. I had one of those days. And one of my things is for my personal, just what I do is, are you driving over there?
No.
That's your driver? Yo, she over there washing clothes, guy. All right. But I was bored, so what I do is I drive, throw the music on real loud, whatever I'm listening to, and ended up in one of those bars where we shouldn't be at. And the best way to describe this bar is that I was a fly in a glass of milk. But the wings were bang, I'm not going to lie. So as I was sitting there, I'm one of those people, I like to people watch. And I was just listening to this conversation. There was these 2 couples sitting. And they were white. And just listening to their conversation, the fact that 90% of their conversation you could tell was propaganda. I want half truth. It was just a bunch of stuff that you knew, like it wasn't real, and they were going all over the place. Like they were talking about current situations and the political stress and Black Lives Matter and Trump. And then literally, I actually even heard this dude talking about, well, I believe that aliens did such and such and such and such. And to me, it was hilarious because that's what I do. I watch people, listen to them, crack up. Like I literally will make up a whole story. Like I had a whole story about this dude and his wife's relationship and how he was a cuckold and everything. Like this is what I do for fun.
Oh man!
So it got me thinking because right now with the way that the culture, well not really the culture, but the way that the world is right now, there's a lot of, they call it fake news, but I would say it's literally a lot of half stories that could be true, stories that, blatantly aren't true, but it's just enough to get somebody to believe it.
Right.
You know what I mean? So so the first one I could always come to, just because one, I'm a nerd, I'm into science and stuff like that. The first one is always that we never went to the moon. The moon landing was fake. Now I'm gonna ask both of you. Matter of fact, Chantel, I'm gonna come at you first. You think we really went to the moon?
Mm-hmm. I know we've been to the moon now, but when they said we went to the moon, it's kind of hard to believe.
So
I know what the history books say, but no, I'm one of those. I don't believe it.
How you feel about that?
Honestly, I don't even know.
So this is where I'm gonna challenge most people and both of you, because there's been enough experiments done, there's enough technology, so that you feel that why would they fake it? Why would they fake something like that?
Why not fake it?
Yeah.
I feel like it's the government. What they do with anything else, they try to rule off of fair, and then they. So like the moon thing is not like a whole fair thing, right? But it's still the same principles, like a government trying to rule off a fair. So if they do something like really fucking big and exciting,
right,
then who you going to fucking trust? Not the Ghostbusters, the fucking government.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's the same thing. Like, we could bring it even current day with this whole fucking COVID thing. Like, why not create mass hysteria in order to incite your ways and everything that you want to fucking do and get done? The easiest way is to rule by fair. It's better to be fair than be fucking respected.
I thought the quote was opposite in the movie. But anyway, that's off the subject. All right, and with taking with that, Chantal, I'm gonna go to you again. So if you're not sure about it and you feel, and I'm guessing by your facial expressions you agree with Black, that it was, basically the government set something up. So then that would make you not trust the government and feel that everything that's going on right now, like, because you look at all the current, and all right, public service announcement or whatever you want to call it, disclaimer. I'm personally, just for my own sanity and just because I don't want to go there, I'm trying to avoid all of the popular conspiracies that are going on right now in the country, like, with the Jeffrey Epstein and things like that, just because I feel the country is already divided enough with what's going on, and there's a lot of that needs to be talked about. Like, for me personally, I don't want to go there right now. Eventually, I will go there, and I'll be honest, I'm probably going to lose a lot of friends, because I have a lot of friends that are, I would say, right-wing Trump supporters, blah, blah, blah. I'm not willing to do that yet, because I might have a whole show about that, so I want to avoid that. But back to the subject. So with the mistrust of the government, so that basically, so for you, Chantal, so you would believe in like Illuminati or the whole thing with the Freemasons and things like that. Do you believe that things like that are true, and why?
I do. I believe there's a secret society that we are not to speak of. I do, because there's got to be some powers to be behind something, because it's too much going on for somebody or something not to be behind it. Like, it's too coincidental. Like, once COVID wasn't fearful enough, all of a sudden race started popping back up. You know what I'm saying? Like, not saying it disappeared, but it just got in the headlines. It went from people protesting with guns about people protesting with guns just to get haircuts, to people protesting because people got shot. Like, then killer bees. It's just too much going on. Like, it's too much going on for somebody not to be rolling the dice in the Jumanji game. That's
right. It's too coincidental.
Yeah.
All right. You over there nodding your head. I can see you in the camera, bro.
I agree with that.
You agree with all of that?
I do agree with that.
All right. Well, bet. I'm going to be devil's advocate. I don't agree with none of it.
Why?
Like always.
Well, you know how we do. No, honestly, I don't agree with none of it. Because, and I told you I want to avoid this shit.
We ain't got to.
No. We there.
You don't have to get deep.
You know, I have no other choice. Because honestly, yes, everything that has been happening has been happening forever. There's just technology that is putting it in everyone's face. So, in my mind, there's not some group of shadow government that controls everything that is out here. Okay, well, this didn't work. Let's give them this. This didn't work. No. I personally just believe that it's because of technology and the way things, are finally progressing that it's just prevalent now. We just see it. There are so many things in this world that we have already known has been happening. We've known it. We have known that, forever. We have known that we...
Give me an example.
Give you an example?
Yeah.
Emmett Till.
Okay.
Supposedly whistled. Was killed. Okay? Started a whole movement. Started a whole civil rights movement. But why was that the way it was? Because his mother said, no, I will not have a closed casket. I want everyone to see it. And it was on the cover of Jet magazine. So yeah, right there. Because it's in our face. We've already known it's been happening. I don't think that just somebody just being like, okay, I'm going to, we need to keep this man in office. We need to keep this. It's just something that's finally being shown to the world.
I think that might be the case for some stuff, but not for everything.
I agree with Nick.
Because
Man, turn your mic off.
the thing about the technology, like I agree with you, Jay. Like technology is the reason why things are being seen faster. Because before it was a photograph that had to either be mailed or given. Now it's just a click of a phone or a click of anything really digital, and it's uploaded in seconds. So that aspect you're correct. I agree on, but that doesn't mean that things aren't. I think it's like hot topics that are
It's
being
trendy.
pushed.
Things
and
are
agendas that
trendy.
being pushed. Like think about right now, it's election season. Everything under the sun has been talked about.
Yeah.
Come next year, nothing to be talked about.
Yeah,
Like,
this
it's
happens
just
every
hot
4 years.
topics that everything is being pressed.
Right. So is it really a shadow government, or is it just literally news outlets, or because they were trying to generate money out of the fear of it?
But you don't think news outlets are being controlled by something higher than them? Like,
Somebody's
there's
gotta
somebody
control
definitely telling them.
Exactly.
There's no think about it.
They just
like
greedy.
There's first off, it's not coincidental that fucking Fox News plays something that combats what CNN News is saying at the exact same fucking time.
Yeah, that's called greed. And
That's not coincidence.
It's greed.
There's somebody push, but I'm saying, you don't believe like the Democratic Party's pushing one side and the Republican Party's pushing the other side. Like there's somebody behind all that.
Yo, hold on.
I believe that the Democrats and the Republicans are a fluke, and
Right.
I feel like there's somebody that really controls all of it. I really believe that in my heart.
Me personally, maybe I just can't. I can't. Not that I like, have your beliefs or whatever you want to say. But I'm actually, my man Demond, all right. So Demond is literally Demond is the reason why I actually have a job to this day. I'm not even going to lie. So shout out to the triple OG, you old bastard. But he even said, he said technology is the Tower of Babel. Got a small issue with that because that actually will technology influence him in religion, and then religion's a whole nother conspiracy theory, technically. Because of, again, that takes us back to Illuminati.
But that still takes us back. That puts us in the Bible too, because technically, what is considered the mark of the beast? Like if you read it in the Bible, it's technically saying that it's something that's going to.
It's not that number that they keep talking about,
right? And then, but is it the chip that they're trying to put in everybody? Is it this new vax fucking scene they're going to try to put it? Like, what is this fucking mark of the beast?
The mark of the beast is where the devil will put on your soul when Jesus comes back to see you, and when Jesus comes home, he won't know what you have. It's not about something that's in your skin. It's not actually.
I believe it's something man-made that's going to be implanted in you. Like,
I believe it's something man-made as well.
I definitely believe it's something man-made. That's what I'm saying.
Have you not known?
Well, I feel like Uncle Ruckus.
They implant in your arm to unlock stuff and pay.
Right. Well, at one time they said the mark of the beast was tattoos.
That's true too.
And they try to hit it like they try to hit you with the fact that a tattoo is a sin. Okay?
It is.
No, it is not.
Well, it's defamation.
Go by the
It's defile of your body.
No, it is not.
Defile your body.
The verse says,
Here he goes.
Tell us, like, son. Here he goes.
the verse says, do not scar your body in memory of those who have died. So if you have a memoriam tattoo, like I have 2 of them, That is the sin, because the culture and the what they did then was that they would scar their bodies in mourning. If you have a tattoo of something normal, or just, hey, I got a rose because I like roses, that's not a sin. Because if you really want to break it down, if you have your ears pierced, then that's a sin. You're not supposed to pierce your body either. You want to get real technical with their rules.
But that's what I'm saying. It's all about the interpretation.
Oh. Matter of fact, this is what I say to everybody who has ever tried to come at me about, hey, you shouldn't have tattoos. You shouldn't smoke. You shouldn't drink. Noah was a drunk. And if you want to really get down to it, Noah fucked his daughter. 2, how you going to tell me that smoking and drinking and all this other stuff that I've done is not a sin when it's not really in your book that you're telling me about? But when I go to you and ask you who was one of the greatest religious leaders that we ever had in our world, and I say, hey, it's Dr. Martin Luther King, nigga smoked 2 packs of Pall Mall a day or whatever the hell they was.
Good old Lucky Strikes. I knew Martin.
Don't get it twisted.
He said I knew Martin.
Don't tell me it's a sin just because you think it's wrong.
I said it goes back down to interpretation.
It goes back down into interpretation.
Which takes us to the conspiracy theories. If they tell you one thing, you interpret it that way,
Right.
then you're going to feel it's the truth.
It's just like if you was brought up to believe one thing and then somebody tries to change your mind. I'm not saying that the way you think is wrong. That's just how you've been brought to think.
Dog, I was brought up damn near Amish.
Yeah.
I was Mennonite. Okay? We Amish that drive car. I can't even talk. Drive car. Like we all had one fucking car. So, yeah. But, okay, and that's something else. If you like with the conspiracy theory and the interpretation of what you're being pushed into you, then if you're having, like, religion's been beating the people's heads forever. Mm-hmm. I mean, come on, they use religion to justify slavery. They still are. And they had slaves in the Bible. I'm not, hey, you know what, whatever. But when they going to use that one little joint right there and say, slave, obey your master or honor thy master. Yeah, that was cool for 45 AD, 48 BC. Y'all still trying to use that in 1694? So there, again, this is why I was thinking about, this is my whole thing with the conspiracy theories. Just because it's sad that you can give somebody a piece. It's a small little sliver of the information. And then with the way that technology is, and like my man D said, it's the Tower of Babel. You can take that small little piece of technology and Google it, and you will be able to find 400 or 500 people who agree with you, and then will have you literally going down the wrong path.
Yeah, that's true.
With no real evidence.
Very true.
No real evidence. Black, you and I have talked about this many times.
Yeah, well, first off, we always talk about like how people just on the internet take a little sliver of information and base their whole life off of that. Like,
exactly.
Like, this is the meme generation. Like,
oh yeah,
people post shit that they literally swear defines them as an entire entity.
Right. And we should not. That's
I
one
don't
thing we
fuck
should
with
never
no
be.
niggas that ain't got no money. Girl, that's how I live. Bitch, you broke too.
Right. Right.
What?
Right. But at the end of the day, like, you should really.
But she really believed that.
Like, what happened? What happened to having content of character?
Nigga, it went away with an Instagram. Like,
that don't.
what do you mean?
That's how
Yeah, that,
Dog,
that
it went
doesn't exist no more.
away
Not
when
this-
followers and likes became the new thing. Like,
What happened to being open-minded? What happened to having a full conversation with someone who completely disagrees with you, but you learn because you respected them?
yeah, you have a debate. There's no such thing as a debate no more. There's a bunch of internet gangsters that are only as strong as their fucking broadband.
Like, okay, I still got to come up with a name because I don't want to just keep calling you Nick. I don't know, and no comment don't work because it's not
Uncle
Dang.
Grandpa.
Uncle Grandpa.
Nigga, that's his
No,
name.
no. We can't do Uncle Grandpa because that's ain't there like a cartoon?
That's what I said,
shit.
a cartoon.
There's a cartoon called Uncle Grandpa.
Yes.
I'm not in.
Yeah.
This is what they're feeding to our children. I'm sorry, but
they real though. Uncle Grandpa's a real. You're sitting next to one.
Yo, just to give y'all background on this.
Don't listen to the man behind the curtain.
Exactly. That's the Wizard of Oz. Don't pay attention to the man behind the curtain. But nah, straight up background on this because I'm put out there because it's a beautiful thing. Honestly, it's a beautiful fucking thing. This man right here is getting ready to be a grandfather, and you know what? All of them respect to him. You know what I mean?
Thank you.
Only thing I don't like about it is you're going to have a grandson, and you already have 4 boys, and I need somebody to feel my pain of having a daughter.
You're on your own on that one.
You know what? You're not her godfather anymore.
Yeah, okay.
Revoked. Now you just grandpa.
Right. So that's what we had the whole joke. You know, he Uncle Grandpa, whatever. It's nothing crazy. It's just, you know what I mean? And again, shout out, congratulations. You know what I mean? TJC can have his little seed soon and, move on to legacy. Yeah. So that was our serious moment. But all right, so let's go to the next conspiracy theory now I don't want to do conspiracy theories. There's certain things out there that, I had this conversation with my young boy at work a couple of days ago. Actually, probably a couple of weeks ago. And it goes back to like kind of the truth that we were talking about. There are a few things that I feel that black people just don't want to admit are true.
Elaborate.
There are 2 main ones.
Here we go.
Number 1, and please let me finish the list. Please let me say both of these before y'all comment. Please, Shanta, I'm talking to you because you always got something to say. Okay, number 1. And I think we have accepted this somewhat. OJ did it.
OJ did it.
OJ fucking did it. Yeah, we already know that.
Okay.
Like,
We know that.
I still know people that are like, nah.
you
He
know
got
what?
set up.
I'm not even on the OJ.
All right.
I'll be like, yo, you know what, OJ? At
I'm
this
not
point in
black,
time-
I'm OJ.
Yeah, you did it, bro.
Number 2,
He do it.
Luther's gay.
Who?
Vandross?
Luther Vandross is gay. He's sweeter than
You
diabetes
is
pussy.
blasphemy. Oh my goodness. Oh.
Luther's not gay.
Luther's gay.
Luther's not gay. Luther was just Luther. That's what he was. Mind your business. Don't
It's
speak
like
ill of
Prince.
the dead.
Prince was androgynous. That was the 80s. Luther gay.
Luther's not gay
And why don't we want to accept that?
because it's not true.
Why?
He had that song, He Being
Because
a
it's
Bad Boy Tonight.
I don't care. You gonna leave Luther alone.
Where's the proof?
Speaking ill
Huh?
of the dead.
I need to see the proof.
How you know he
I don't
want
wanna
to
see
himself?
shit.
First off, how you know he want to talk about himself in the third person, bro?
No.
Thank you.
And again,
You don't
why
talk
can't we
about
accept
Luther
that? Why? What is the reason why we cannot accept that?
Because it's not true.
Because it's not true.
Oh, so it's not true.
High five over the internet. High five over the internet, Bill. Boop. Yup.
You're not gonna do Luther like that. I tell you what, if it was so true, trust me. In this day and age, somebody would have came forward and said, my granddaddy, my uncle, my cousin, somebody used to sleep with Luther. He would have been told by now.
Yo, who was that little gray haired dude?
No,
He looked like
he
Stedman's
lying.
brother.
He lying.
Nah, I'm
can't
dead.
say
Yo,
who
no,
it is. He lying.
no, mom. Look, I got when Luther went gospel. I'm telling you, my mom and dad got the VHS cassettes of that shit. Look,
You
why
need to be
can't?
talking about Luther too much longer now. That's what you not gonna do.
Why not?
I let you ride with OJ being guilty, even though I feel like he wasn't. He had it accomplished.
Nah,
He
OJ
wasn't by
killed that
himself.
bitch. Trust me, I date white women. OJ killed that bitch. I know what he going
He
through.
wasn't by himself. He wasn't by himself. He asked somebody to help him.
Whatever he did, OJ.
Person job.
It was the second person did the murder. OJ just helped him get in.
clean it up.
Yeah, OJ.
Right.
That's why the glove didn't fit because they
And
never.
do you see
waited
how the
for
conspiracy
second.
theories start?
Boom.
And do you see how the conspiracy theories start?
And the second person, you know what they did? It was probably like a midget. That's probably why the glove was so.
Don't talk about
No,
no
hold on,
midgets.
hold on. Listen.
Leave the midgets alone.
Listen.
Leave the little
It
people
was
alone.
it was a small person, right? They was on OJ's back. That's why it was only one set of footprints. It was like guy carried across. When you only see one set of footprints, it
Yo,
was.
what was he, that Jesus pole? Why is there only one set of footprints there? That's when I killed that
you, my
bitch.
son. That's when I carried the little guy. So OJ carries him to the house, right? He's already got the plastic and everything down. That's why there's no other footprints.
OJ was not
he
this
takes the-
fucking smart.
First off, OJ was fast as shit, so he probably honestly just darted across the fucking grass real quick like a goddamn anime character.
Yo,
That's what. I ain't call that nigga the juice for nothing, dog. He was
nah. Speaking of that, it just remind me. You know that when OJ when he got acquitted, Starburst changed their slogan. Remember Starburst's old slogan? The juice is loose.
The juice is loose. Yes.
They changed that shit to turn up the juice.
Oh my god.
They wasn't fucking with
Never
it.
thought about that.
They knew.
That's funny as shit.
Oh, we got to change this up quick.
But okay, and you know what's funny? Like I was saying to you, this is how conspiracy theories and shit start. Because I guarantee you, if what Matt was just saying, his whole
somebody
thing,
latched onto that.
right?
Would have been a wreck.
In 2 days, you're going to see a meme on Facebook talking about I'm the midget that helped. It's going to be the little midget from fucking Bad Santa talking about he helped OJ kill somebody. And somebody will latch onto it in a year. Somebody that'll be actual facts. This is why I don't believe any conspiracy theories because they start on shit like this.
Because there's so many holes and people just fill in the blank.
Yeah, that's
Right.
true.
Okay, you know what?
I'm not 100% sure, but this might have been what happened.
Right.
Right.
And then,
But nobody says it like that. Somebody says, peep this.
right.
Right. Look. Okay. I'm going to tell y'all about this. I'm not going to say no names. But that kid I went to high school with, you already know who it is, who literally, I made up a story. I made up a complete lie and set it around him when other people were around. He agreed with it.
You know what's crazy? I was
To this,
there,
no. But to
I
this
think I might
day,
know who it was.
20-some years later, I hung out with him, just happened to see him. Yo, what's good? How you doing? Yo, remember that time that this happened? And I'm in the back of my head like, nigga, that shit didn't happen. But just as an experiment, again, that's how conspiracy theory can happen.
I'm mad that experiment lasted over 20 fucking years.
Well, I mean, it's not exactly the brightest bulb in the bunch, but at the same time, like, because something that
Was that a conspiracy theory or just a flat out lie?
I lied,
Oh, okay.
but to him it's
you talking
truth,
about, right? But you're talking about the fact that he brought it back, like it
right?
really.
To him,
happened.
it's gospel truth now. So
He believed you.
somebody could literally say anything,
Yeah, that happens a
anything,
lot, though.
huh?
That happens a
All
lot.
the time.
And that's how conspiracy theories start.
You have somebody, hey, remember,
That's how the bullshit
remember
about the
back when we
Freemasons
did this?
start.
And it's
You
like,
know why? Because and the crazy part is like based off of what Jay said. Sometimes we like, let's say we was all in this, like, okay, perfect prime example. You remember when we all fucking roomed together and that fucking cockroach tried to kill us?
All right, you know what? Let's put this conspiracy theory to death right now. Matt, you weren't there.
I was going to say, wait a minute.
Yo, I was there.
You was there for the aftermath.
I was there when I ran upstairs and fucking Nick had the boot in his hand and Jay, you had the hammer with the CD case. And y'all niggas
Was he there?
Yes, dog. I was
Was he
drunk.
there?
I was just drunk.
I just know we've told this story a million times.
remember
No,
being
then y'all
I just
started
remember-
on fire.
I remember fighting. Look, okay.
Because then we all sat in the fucking house downstairs and watched.
I think he was there. We tried to light the bitch on fire.
Yeah, y'all poured gas on the bitch. I ran up just because I thought y'all was fighting.
He might have been there for the end of it. I don't know if you wasn't there. No. Okay. All right.
Question.
All right.
I have a question.
Yes, baby.
All this was for one bug?
One cockroach.
All right. You know what? All right. Let me get.
It was
Super roach.
I was just wanted to get it right in my mind.
Super roach. All right. I'm gonna give y'all the story.
This thing was one of one.
Right.
There would never be another one like that.
He ain't needed 300 Spartans. He was
Right.
he was like the motherfucker taken. He was that good. All right. So I'm gonna give you. Okay. I'm gonna give you the background on this shit. Right. So.
Okay.
Nick and I had a crib. Matt stayed with us for a hot minute. It was we called it the Stash House. It's where that before the sign of shout out where that all started off. We had the studio in there where all the music and everything basically came together. One day, Nick had all the upstairs and there was a roach in the house. We literally fought this roach for a good hour. Hit this motherfucker with a shoe.
Like, we jumped him and he was still standing tall.
I'm so sick. I put a DVD case on top of this roach and smacked it with a hammer. We seen the guts come out of this motherfucker. And he still was walking to the point where he was walking, he had a soundtrack to his walk singing Jadakiss, we gon' make it. We gon' make it. We eventually got this motherfucker on the newspaper, put him outside, poured gasoline on him, set his ass on fire.
And he was still crawling away.
We
while
don't
it was
know
burning.
where he went. We would, for real, we were shook for like 3 days. You thought he was going to get his homies and come back. Super roach, y'all. Super roach. So,
and just to clear this up, I was there for the whole DVD. I was there for the DVD and Timberland fucking.
It was like half of them was gone. Like the back. Okay, so yeah, that's the story of Super Roach.
That's crazy.
Oh, my man SL. What's good? Sean just checked in. Shout out to my man. Yeah, man versus roach. That's basically what it was. If I ever go to like France and then you know how they be eating bugs and shit, I'm eating like 8 roaches just
out of spite.
Just fuck you.
You got that. You're on your own.
Man, again, why can't you open your horizons?
I'm good.
Why can't you open your horizons?
Nah, I'll pass.
All right, bet. You know what? Off subject. Weirdest thing you ever ate? Out of the blue.
Snapper turtle soup.
Yo, turtle soup is banging.
But it's fucking delicious.
If you catch the claws, good luck.
I mean, nothing really weird. Calamari.
Nah.
Basic stuff like that. Yeah.
Shout out, weirdest thing you ever ate.
This would be the truest shit I ever wrote.
I eat a lot of weird stuff. But, I do vegan.
That's right. You
so
vegan now,
I do a
too.
lot of
You and
weird-
Black got something in common.
I do a lot of weird
bastards.
stuff. To other people, it would be considered weird, but it's very good and
Like
tasty
what?
to me.
You mean couscous and shit like that?
Bro, I'm down like
No,
120
I ate,
pounds.
oyster mushroom. It was fried like a chicken sandwich. It was pretty good.
That's what it was. It was an oyster mushroom. Remember I told you it was a fucking mushroom in the thing that I didn't know what it was. That's what it was, an oyster mushroom, bro. Fried like fucking fried chicken. It's fucking delicious.
All right. You know what? That's almost a conspiracy theory right there. Who the hell saw an oyster and said, I'm going to eat this snot out of this shell? Who would think that?
Delicious.
And it goes
I say the same thing about drugs. Like, who was like, yo, if you smoke this, you get high, but if you snort it, you die. Like,
when it comes to drugs, it's not the first person to do it.
it's the second person.
It's the second. It's the motherfucker you talked into that shit. Like that bath. Remember that bath salt shit?
Yeah.
Like, okay, the first cat I can understand because I'm a curious person. I can understand. I'm going to be curious about it.
But it's the one that you go to and be like, yo.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like, how dumb is your man's if you like smoke this? Nigga, that's Epsom salt. Like, my grandma put that on her feet. Well, this is the one right off her feet. You know, her feet's cracked, so this might be like that. Like, what do you do? Like, I want to know how you talk somebody into some shit.
I'm
like
mad that you established crack, the rock, and crack on the shirt. And made that shit go together so well.
But I'm saying, that might have been the way he talked him into it, though.
Right, bars.
Like, again, and that's the conspiracy theory. How do you talk somebody into some of this shit?
You just got.
Well, my
I
grandma
don't.
used to say a fool's born every day. So
Yeah, and it's not. I
True.
don't think you have to talk somebody into something. You just have to say something long enough for them to latch on to one thing.
And welcome to social media. You see something enough times, it becomes the gospel truth to you. Welcome to religion. You get preached to every Sunday for 3 hours about you need to do this, you're not going to do that, and it becomes a program in you. Conspiracy theories to make you
you know
think.
what they say, nobody cares about the truth when the lies more entertaining.
What was it? If you are afraid of God's truth, then the lie of the devil will be beautiful. I don't know where I heard that. Some shit I was listening to. But anyway, again, conspiracy theories.
Sound like a movie.
No, it wasn't a movie. It was a preacher.
I was about to say, sound like a pastor.
I think it was Tony Evans. She's not mad because I'm gonna think about this and like literally I'm gonna put it up. Anyway, so
I could sell fire in hell.
I gotta get D down here. You remember Damon? Damon, that's my man. So I'm gonna talk about you. Damon is about 147 years old, right? Damon remembers slavery.
You know what?
Damn.
He does. That's probably why like 3 of his kids is half white.
Are you serious?
Yo, D, I love you, bro.
I wish I remember what sounds were on these pads because that deserved the fucking.
Nah, D, I love you, bro. I love you. But again, see, this is probably my other issue with it's not really a conspiracy theory I have an issue with. Like, I understand, like, somebody wants to come up with something, but it's the fact that you want to keep giving something, you want to spread your lie. So my issue with the truth is that at the end of the day, fuck the truth. Live your truth. Live what you feel is right. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, but like not murder. Murder, that's always going to be wrong.
Nah, I got a couple motherfuckers I want to kill.
It's I didn't say it was that you didn't want to do it. I just said it's going to be
Still
wrong.
How? How is murder? How is it wrong? If you're a soldier in the army and you kill your enemy,
Oh God, here we go.
is that wrong?
That's a difference.
It's a difference.
No, that's a difference.
Why is it different? It's
know
still
that.
death. It's still an eye for an
You
eye.
know darn well it's a difference, Jay. When
No,
you protect
first
the
off-
servant
And y'all know my
you
favorite
just
movie,
wanna go
Devil's
commit
Advocate.
some
Right?
homicide. There's a big difference in that.
Why? I'm gonna tell y'all right now. Somebody, no. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. Somebody touches Jaleese Marie Johnson, I will be the only motherfucker in jail smiling.
Hey, you're killing for a purpose, didn't I just say?
That's what I'm saying.
That was the purpose.
Yeah.
Everybody's got a purpose, and you're in everybody's own mind. They're justified in what they do.
No, they're not.
How not? How not? How not? Every okay. Let's
Yes,
take
in their own mind.
yes. So if you're justified in your own mind, aren't you justified? I'm again.
No.
Yeah. In your own mind. I ain't justified in my
That's like
mind.
telling somebody just because you're a legend in your mind that makes you an actual legend. No, just because you think something don't make it correct. No.
I'm not
Yeah,
fucking.
it's like the uncle at the motherfucking cooker that always come through talking about what he used to do.
What he used to be.
Fuck
All
you,
the
that's me now.
touchdowns He used to make. No. Grandkids ain't even seen him in a football jersey, but he talking about how he used to be the man. No.
I was.
Oh mine.
I got my school record. Most penalty yards in the game.
That was broke how many years ago?
Nobody. I got more penalty yards than anybody else. I don't know. I'm not allowed on school property. Anyway.
You know what? Okay.
Again, if you're okay, so if your justifiable reason is not agreed with the rest of society, then you're wrong. Is that what we're saying? Is that what we're saying?
No.
But I mean, wrong is wrong though.
Because
Like,
you killing somebody that did something to your child, I don't know too many people that would be like, oh, he was so wrong. Because anybody
Right.
put a hand on anything that belongs to me, trust me, I'm going to
Right.
retaliate. And I don't care what nobody says.
Okay.
That's going to be a moment that I'm going to be justified in my mind and not care how y'all feel.
All right. I'm gonna ask permission for I said I'm gonna need everybody to verbally say yes. Matt, can I be the other side real quick?
yeah, okay.
Nick, can I be the other side?
Be my guess.
Chantel, can I be the other side?
Shoot. Go ahead.
How many of these officers are screaming they've had justifiable homicide?
And how many of them didn't?
In their mind, they were right. They were doing their job. Is that how we're looking at things?
Nah, bro, these niggas already wanted to kill somebody.
Okay.
A
You never
lot
been
of
mad
them
enough you
were
wanted to
bullied
kill?
as
I feel like
kids
there
and
was already like
just
predetermined killers. Like they just figured out. It's like them niggas that be doing that shit, bro, are the niggas that they be making movies about to infiltrate the fucking cop society and do all that bullshit. Like that shit, like you think they get these fucking movie ideas from just fucking thinking? No, dog, this shit be really fucking happening. They just pulling shit out the real fucking world and putting small blips in this shit. Like this shit really be fucking happening, dog. It be these niggas that can control themselves until they get the fucking like, yo, they be planning this shit. Like they psychotic. Like nigga, you psychotic at that point.
So I can control myself until somebody touches my daughter. That make me
That's
psychotic?
different. But what are these people
How is
doing?
it different?
Because something happened to you. Most of these motherfuckers that are killing people, nothing happened to them.
How you know? Something might have happened to them.
not to the point that they would probably want to kill somebody. Yeah, they probably had a traumatic childhood. Probably was bullied as a kid. They put a badge on, became.
I was bullied.
Superman.
This nigga right here bullied me.
Oh, really?
He beat me the fuck up in front of the school crossing guard
Are you gonna
in a
sue?
Flyers jersey and some khakis. Yeah, I remember that shit.
Anyway,
All right, okay. You know what? I'm little.
was I wrong for that happening?
Oh no, you wasn't wrong, and you have no idea why you weren't wrong because I was an ignorant individual back then. But okay, again, I'm playing devil's advocate on that one. Okay, I really am. But that's the way that some people are going to look at it always. If you have a justifiable reason for why you did something, Hitler in his mind was justifiable. Vladimir Putin in his mind is justifiable. Franklin Roosevelt was in his mind was justifiable. Alexander the Great, he was justifiable.
Well, guess what? We have laws of the land, and being justifiable in your mind doesn't. Not always equated just about by.
Okay. I'm not like I'm not saying anarchy, shit like that. I'm definitely not saying that. There needs to be a law and order because honestly, people are fucking dumb by themselves. People are stupid.
Yeah, that's why I gotta put cautious hot on a fucking hot coffee cup.
Yo, bump that. Honestly, you know the story behind that.
Yeah, the woman sued McDonald's won, and then they had to start putting it on their cups.
Because Shorty was dumb enough to be trying to drive, like, I'm pretty sure she probably, a stick shift Ford Chevy, it's the same fucking, you know what I mean, Ford F-150 stick shift, you know what I mean, with some hot coffee between the legs, and then when it burns.
But you don't know that, so don't start that conspiracy theory. You don't know why it happened.
And this is why, this is okay, this is both sides of it. This is why I got you here, and why you need to walk the fuck out.
I'm just saying.
But, okay, nobody really knows the whole history. Like, is it really true about, McDonald's secret sauce was just ketchup and mayonnaise put together on a Big Mac?
No, it was definitely fucking Thousand Islands and relish.
I'm mad.
He's absolutely right.
That's all it really
Isn't the relish already in Thousand Island now?
Add some more.
I don't know, because I don't like the shit. But I'm just
or it's Russian dressing. I think it's Russian dressing. It's a little bit different.
all right, again, off the subject, but again, this is the Organized Chaos podcast, and I go all over the goddamn place. Let me tell you how I almost had to fight the Russian FedEx driver today, dog.
Hold on. Elaborate, please.
You fight for your country when you want to fight the man, or
Nah, because okay, look. All right, I'm gonna give you, because there's always two sides of the story, and then there's my side. I'm gonna give you the truth. When he came to pick up, I forgot about and didn't have it ready for him to pick up. So I was like, yo, literally, I told one of my people in my crew, but like, you know what I mean? Like, look, just tell him I'll get there in a second. I had to finish some other shit. He started, getting a little antsy or whatever, you know what I mean? She started getting smart with one of my workers. I was already in a bad mood, so as soon as I heard her getting a little bit loud, I popped up and was like, yo, like, is there an issue, da-da-da-da. So me and him kind of had a little quick back and forth. And then he just left. And of course, then, I basically turned in, my old shit. Was like, yo, what's your name? What's your, give me your information, blah, blah, blah. Like, I'm calling for a complaint. Like, I turned into Karen. I'm calling him because da-da-da. You know what I mean? But then I got to thinking about it. Me and my young boy was talking. You ever seen the movies where, like, you have, like, and it's always a Russian dude. He be, like, just working a regular job, chilling. But then, like, he takes his shirt off. He's got, like, a tattoo of the Kremlin on his back and stars on his knees and shit. I started thinking about that, and I'm like, yo, if this motherfucker would have, like, beat my ass and beat me down in the parking lot, I'd have gotten my car and left it. Never went back to my job. Like, I'd have quit right then and there. Like, I wouldn't even, like, send no email, nothing, no 2 weeks. I'd have just left. Changed my phone number. I wouldn't talk to nobody. But, yeah, that's just he mentioned Russians. I had to.
Yeah, so if you were on time, that whole situation would have been avoided.
Yeah, but my conspiracy theory was he ain't need to act like that.
But if you were on time, none of that would have happened.
Yes. I'm not going to lie, yeah. It was my fault. All right, so
Everything's
that's
done.
Whatever.
It's your fault.
Why's it going to be my fault?
Who else's fault?
Because it was.
What was the reason that you weren't on time?
That I didn't have the stuff ready?
Yeah.
I think I was smoking a cigarette. I'm the boss. Do what the fuck I want.
Well, then listen.
Mm-hmm.
Holla at
Well, you
Newport
about to get
and
beat
tell
up by that
them.
Russian. That's what was gonna happen.
Yo, I'm sitting there thinking, and I was like, damn, like John Wick was Russian. Like, that'd have been my ass.
You should have just fell asleep on him.
Somebody turn Mike. Oh, damn, you got control. Turn Matt's mic off. All right, bet.
I'm surprised
Hit it
you've
with
been
a
awake this
Dr.
long.
Lefty
43
episode.
minutes and going strong. Let's go, bro.
You
New
know what?
record.
All right. Yeah, anyway. All right, we have 43 minutes.
Yeah, new record.
I can't stand Matt. I really can't.
For those who don't know, Jay
I have sleep apnea. I have
He used to be
sleep
narcoleptic.
Not narcoleptic. Yo, you don't say nothing.
That's a whole nother show.
That'll be a show about health. Chantel, don't look at me like that. Don't do that. Don't do that, baby. Don't do that. Don't do that. You're supposed to love me.
You'd be like, yo.
Love has. No, you know that, right?
Nah. All right. So anybody who was watching or will be listening to this, you can obviously see that on this Organized Chaos podcast, we will start off with a subject and go all over the damn place, because this is basically going to be a trip through my mind and how my mind works. And sadly, I'm taking all of these people with me, and
Very dangerous place.
very dangerous.
Yeah, you know what? But we made it through Jay driving, so I think we can make it to this.
Yeah.
Jay, you driving that bad?
No, he be falling asleep while he drive. Listen, so we don't. One time, right? We coming back.
Whoa.
Let me tell you this one time, Jay almost killed us.
Y'all always got home safe.
That's not besides the point, okay? So we coming back, right? It's me and our other boy. I'm in the back seat, my other boy in the front seat. We start to doze off. We coming on the off ramp, getting on the highway. I'm like, damn, this car kind of going kind of fast. Because, you know, you kind of start to lean a little bit the more the faster the car goes. So you start leaning. I look up, my boy looking at me. We look over at Jay, this nigga sleep. Turning the wheel. We was, yo.
But they made it home safe.
We did make it home safe, yo.
They made it home
And
safe.
I don't know, you know what? I don't know if we should be mad at Jay or mad at our dumbasses. Because we kept getting like, you know what? And that's how, but we was young at that time, you know what I'm saying? So it was like, yeah, we made it last time. I mean, we can make it again. We just kept playing with death. It was like Russian roulette.
There was a couple.
I swear
scary
that was my
moments.
next question, but y'all kept riding
What,
with them,
you know
so-
what? I love y'all. I do. I really do. I really do love y'all. Because y'all are probably the only people that I will let say things like this.
Yo, you mean it was true?
Huh?
He said, bleep,
It was
bleep,
true.
snore, yo,
I don't
Jay.
care if it's-
Hey, yo, my man, you
Truth
slobbered
hurts.
on
Don't make y'all hurt. Keep talking shit.
Yo, did you read the comment, bro?
What's up?
Bleep, bleep, snore, yo, Jay, yo, my man, you slobbering on the keyboard.
Yo, D, I love you, bro.
Yo. Oh, shit.
Organized chaos. We know what we're doing, but we don't know where we're going. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
man.
So, there was something else I wanted to do, and I can't remember it right now.
Left side of your brain just passed the fuck out on you, huh?
Yeah.
You getting good at this, though.
He fell asleep on him.
Jay, we can't hold on no.
Hey, yo, SL, I'm glad that you entertained by this, dog. Yo, I got to get you down here. If you got Skype, I got to get you on because Sean Jax, the older brother I never wanted. The older brother that I needed. I'm the little brother he never wanted. And I still don't think he likes me very much. But regardless.
Yo, oh shit, SL, repeat offenders.
Yes.
Yo, my man, what up, bro?
Oh, man. All right, so back on subject, point blank. What do you believe? What should we believe? Is there any actual truth in what is being? Who the hell is this? I'm a fault ESPN. Is there any real truth that's out there? Is there any or should we just live in our own truth?
I mean, to a certain extent, you kind of live in your own.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
It's up to you to. You're the only one that can interpret what you hear, what you see, what you read.
And to navigate. You just want to agree with him there, boss lady? Hey, boss.
You know, it irks my soul when you do that. But
You're not working, boss.
Boss, as we sit.
Talk about a gun line.
God.
Oh.
I'll tell you the newest conspiracy that I just heard. It kind of upset my little spirit. They talking about Chadwick Boseman was poisoned. He didn't have cancer. I'm like, why don't y'all let that poor man just die in peace? What did he do to y'all? He gave y'all Wakanda. He gave y'all a couple other movies. Leave him alone.
This is my point.
Let him go.
Why can't we just let this man rest in peace as he was? The fact that he had colon cancer for 4 years and still gave us some of the greatest movies ever. In between having chemotherapy, he was still doing what he wanted to do. But then somebody's gonna come out, oh, he was poisoned. Why? Why can't we just let somebody rest in peace?
Well, because I feel like some people, some people attach themselves to people. You know what I'm saying? So, we just don't want to believe,
Tupac's dead.
Easy.
No.
I mean, hold on, time out,
Tupac
bro.
will be alive in my mind as long as Elvis is alive. Mm-hmm. They keep Elvis alive, I'm keeping Tupac alive. You ain't gonna change my mind. I don't want to hear nothing about it, Jay. Sorry.
And Luther's gay. Anyway.
And he is not.
But no, again, why? Why can't you why can't we just say, you know what? Yeah, I loved Elvis. I loved Tupac. Right. I loved everything Chadwick Boseman did. I loved Nipsey Russell's music. I loved all of this.
It's hustle.
Whatever. I never listened to his shit. I'm just giving examples.
Why come Pastor got to have himself a big house?
That's because Pastor's a hustler. Y'all don't know? Pastor,
saying,
being a pastor's the new pimp.
When you ask him why, you start questioning shit, you're going to get answers that you don't really want to fucking hear.
And is that what it is? Because we don't want to hear the truth? We don't want to face what it actually is?
Well, I mean, and the truth is boring to some people. Mm-hmm. They have to have some kind of controversy or some kind of story.
Right, because saying me and Nick drove to the store, we grabbed a pack of cigarettes, we came back home. That's not exciting.
Okay, but that's the fucking truth. That's your story.
Right, but that's not exciting.
Who cares? Life does not have to be exciting.
But on our way to the store, we got chased by the cops, and we were on a high-speed chase.
Right, and we made it back here. Yeah.
They're going to be like, "Oh, what happened next?"
Right.
I have a question.
Yes.
Have you ever been told a story by someone who fabricated so well that they made you believe the lie and had you questioning your own sanity if you were there or not?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, yes. 4 and 5 most of my relationships. But anyway.
I seen you see you jump out the trunk. And she was so good, I had to think about it.
Okay.
And you'd be like, wait a minute.
Right. Was I not there?
Yeah, right.
You had on a purple shirt and the blue shirt. I do have a purple shirt. I might have had it on that day.
But see, honestly, some stuff that I might get told, like at least for me personally, I had to think about it because it might be true because I do some dumb shit.
Yeah.
I'm just I do. Remember, I jumped in the hood of the boy's car, tried to punch his windshield in.
Sure did.
I swear I was the Black Steven Seagal that day. But like, I'm just saying, I do dumb shit. So some shit I might have to sit back and be like, did I? Because I mean, that's just for me personally.
But also sometimes you know what happens. What you could have rightfully been there, what the other person is talking about, but it wasn't an important event in time to you. So
true.
It
didn't register
right.
in your long-term memories.
Right. It just went away with all the other short-term fucking memories.
Well, I think there's actually
but to them, it was probably something significant, and they remembered it, and you're just like, well, okay, whatever.
I'm trying to remember where I read or heard it, but it was basically saying that eyewitness testimony in most trials is the most unreliable testimony because everybody can see the same thing differently. Mm-hmm. I mean, remember that what was it, that blue dress, silver dress thing, or whatever color it was?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Like, you just see things differently. So I can see something one way and somebody else can see it a completely different way. And we could both be right. But we'll both just fight over, like, we'll argue over because this is how I see it. This is my truth. This is my justification in what I do.
Well, facts. Just like, yeah, like, so like if I'm looking at something, but I'm at a different angle, I might not see this one hand ghost. That doesn't mean what I was telling you was wrong. This is just my perspective on what I saw.
Right. And again, your perspective. That's the main thing.
Perspective is dangerous.
But isn't your perspective your truth?
Yours.
Yeah. What's wrong with my truth? I should live in my truth. You said that.
Just because it's your truth doesn't make it the truth.
So how do we find out what the truth is?
I mean, we all die, honestly. Everybody die and find out where we go.
No, we don't die. Our energy transfers.
We're going to drink the Kool-Aid together?
That's what I'm saying. Like, pretty much.
Yo, I met a dude who actually survived that shit. But anyway.
Huh?
Yeah, a guy I met in Florida. He was like, yeah, he was with all of them, but he didn't drink. He was one of the ones that got out. So I've met some interesting people in my life.
So how you know he wasn't lying though?
I was thinking it, but I was like, I'm gonna let it go.
Like, how you know he just wasn't a fucking nut? Like, is that his truth?
You're track nuts, so
right.
It
was an interesting story. Damn it! I just proved your point again about the story was interesting.
Right, it was just being like, right.
You know what I mean?
He could have been one of them niggas just sitting at home taking notes. He could just be a good storyteller. You was fucking bamboozled, Jay.
Man, I was smoking weed then too.
I don't know what that have to do with anything. Smoking weed does not.
I just need an excuse.
Marijuana is not an excuse.
Marijuana is from the earth.
It is. It's our cure-all. It's lovely.
All right, but yo, what time? How much time we at? Because I wasn't even paying attention.
I mean, you can keep going for a couple more minutes.
Because I don't want to go too long with this, just because I'm afraid of where it actually.
These is billable hours, bro.
Huh?
He's just billable hours.
All right, cool. I'll pay you on Tuesday for a hamburger today.
Oh man,
It's vegan.
That's something else.
Patty.
That's another like it's not really a conspiracy, but like all these different fads of diets and things. Like do this, it'll work. Do that, it'll work. And then you get the commercial 20 years later. Have you tried this and now your leg fell off? Please contact such and such in Morris.
Gosh.
White man, what kind of porn you watching over there?
Well, that's what's going to happen with this whole
That
fucking
was not
no bullshit. Yo, I really believe that's what's going to happen with this whole COVID testing.
Sounds like some tender.
Oh, the vaccine? Probably.
Dog, it's going to be like 2040, and they're going to be like, in 2020,
Right.
did you take the COVID
Right.
vaccination test?
Did
Did it come back negative?
But see,
Well, now call on like
yeah, call them Eben Dejo and
Right.
And yeah,
that was always 3 names. Call Michael, and Tommy.
nah. But it's almost like, damn it. I'm almost going to prove y'all point again because it's almost like it was a setup because they knew that this happened now. Everybody's going to do this, and then in 5 years, we'll get this.
And I don't know the law, but here's my question. A lot of these lawyers that come out have been lawyers that we've seen before.
Oh yeah,
Right.
Jacoby and Meyer's been in business since I was 5.
That's what I'm saying. Like, do you have to keep getting certified to take these different types of cases? Because like now there's medical cases, but so you're an injury lawyer, but now you're taking on medical cases.
No, I'm pretty sure once you pass the bar,
the bar, you could just fucking fight for everything.
You can just specialize in certain
Got
things.
you. Okay, I
And
didn't
a lot
understand how that worked. I was like super confused. Like, how is this?
It's
fucking
not like a doctor.
right? I'm like, how is this injury doctor fighting this fucking civil case?
Yeah,
Like,
once you pass the bar, I'm pretty sure you can do it. Again, I'm not sure. I don't want to spread misconceptions and conspiracy theories and things like that. All right, bet. I'm gonna end this, but I just want a yes or no answer to this because I'm pretty sure I might have to bring this up in the future. I want to know if you agree with this statement, and I'm gonna come at you first.
What is it?
A woman must know her worth. A man must know what he can afford.
yes.
Yeah.
Are you smiling over there? You agree
Yes.
too? All right, cool.
Yes, I agree.
All right, that's easy enough. It's easy enough. So I'm gonna end it with that.
Hold on, talking about. Do you say no?
Oh, nah, I agree. I'm the one that came up with it. I agree with it. I
didn't know that quote came from you because it sounded hella smart.
Aww.
I'll be coming at Jay's that good. That's my nigga. I love her.
Aww. Good job, Jay.
Anyway,
This was a great first show back.
yeah. You know what? Honestly, real talk, yo. Thank y'all for coming through and dealing with your boy.
I appreciate you staying awake.
Oh, God.
Yo, there's a button in there that says mute for his fucking mic.
Hold on.
Hold up.
We still got to ride home. Show's not
I
over.
pray for you.
Nah, but real talk.
Yo, prayers up for my man Nick going home with Jay tonight. Okay. All right, I'm mute myself, yo.
I hate y'all. I really do. Any motherfucking way. Nah, for real. Like, thank y'all for coming through, Chantel. You know what I mean? We're going to basically make this a regular thing. You, my brother, my cousin. You know what I mean? We know anything I do, you with it. Matt, good luck for the setup and everything else that we got going on. So,
Sir.
and everybody who came through and peeped it, I want to thank y'all too. Like I said, it's going to be every Thursday. We're going to try to do it at 8 o'clock on time. But, yeah, you never know what the hell happened because it's organized chaos. So, I want to thank y'all for peeping out the Organized Chaos podcast. The audio will be up soon. The audio will be up. I will add links and things like that. Video will be on YouTube. We'll set all of that up so you can share it, let your people know. Like, just basically, support your boy. Even if you don't like me, fuck you, but support me. So, that's about it. It's Organized Chaos. It's episode 3. Adding in Yin and Yang and Uncle Ruckus in the background over there. So, y'all got anything you want to say before you go? Matt, you're muted. Shut the fuck up.
Damn it. I had my breath pulled in there. I said, I was ready to go, bro.
Chantel, you got anything you want to say? I mean, you got anything, like, honestly, real talk. You still do it. You got your clothing thing going on right now, right?
I do.
Yes. So what we are going to do is send me the link to that. We're going to put the link out there because we're going to support what you're doing right now. If you want to give everybody the name of it, and, you know what I mean, whatever you got going on, please and thank you.
It's Tamadri Fashions at tamadrifashions.com. I was specializing in plus size clothes, but before I go, let me just explain something to y'all. Don't do it, because for some reason, I guess big people don't like to buy clothes. Because when I was big, I wanted to buy clothes, but apparently they don't like to buy clothes. So it won't be plus size anymore. It'll be all sizes now. I'm a little upset about this.
Cool. All right, bet. So, yeah, we'll throw the link up, you know what I mean, so we can support Chantel and her clothes. Clothes kind of good. I'm kind of going through there. Like, she got some pajamas. You know, I like big joints. Like, you know what I mean? I'm not going to what?
No, you good.
Man, give you warmth in the winter and shade in the summer, nigga. Anyway.
So that shade start dripping on your forehead because they sweating.
That's all right. I like squirters. Anyway. Yo, you got anything you want to shout out real quick, bro?
No comment.
No comment.
What happened? Look, what happened? That was loud.
Super fast. Well, with that being said,
yeah, Matt. No, all right, y'all. So, again, thank you for checking out the Organized Chaos podcast. You know, like I always say to everybody, you know what I mean? Go home, kiss your kids, be safe, all of that. Change yourself. You change your house. You change your house. You change your neighborhood. You change your neighborhood. You change your state. You change your state. You change your country. You change the world. So change starts with you. Do what you got to do. Live in your own truth. Don't let nobody else tell you what your truth is, all right?
I love that quote, Jay. I just feel like it could have really been just said by the change starts with you. It was so long.
I was starting to fall
That was
asleep.
like Gunga. That was like the Gunga apartment joke with Kevin Hart. This shit just went on forever. Oh man.
I hate you.
All right, yo, bye.
All right, yo.